Hey everyone, Becky here from Sweat Happy Wellness. I'm a kinesiologist, a Pilates teacher, and a holistic health coach, and my goal is to help you live happy, healthy, and pain-free. So today we're going to talk about 5 myths about going on a plant-based or vegan diet, and I want to crush those myths and get them completely out of your mind because I think that going on a plant-based diet or obtaining a plant-based lifestyle is very healthy for you, very low inflammation. You'll help to heal up your skin, and also it's really just filling and fulfilling, and it's not the deprivation-based, scary, dogmatic, horrible diet that a lot of people make it out to sound like. So let's talk about the 5 vegan myths. So number 1 is the most obvious thing ever, and if you are vegan or plant-based, you know that you get asked this question all the time: where do you get your protein from? Well, let me tell you, there are so many protein sources in plants, like broccoli, leafy greens, spinach. All contains tons of iron, folate, as well as protein. Where do you think gorillas get all their protein? These are the most powerful creatures walking around this earth. They can climb trees in a matter of seconds. They can smash through logs. They can break open anything. Like, insanely powerful creatures. You would not mess with a gorilla, and all they eat are plants. So, I mean, protein, that's a complete myth. On a vegan diet, you're going to get tons of protein, and no one has ever had a protein deficiency. Even those who are starving in Africa have not seen protein deficiencies. There's always enough protein. Myth number 2, you will get weak bones if you go on a plant-based or vegan diet. This is also completely untrue, and the dairy industry puts out these studies all the time on osteoporosis and that milk helps with breast cancer and prostate cancer, and all of it. I just urge you to look at the studies, and when you read them, just see who funded the study, and 9 times out of 10 times out of 10, it's the dairy industry, and they have an underlying motive there, is to sell their product. All of that aside, you do not need milk to have strong bones. I'll leave that choice up to you, whether you want to have dairy or whether you don't. That's up to you, but you don't need milk to have strong bones. You definitely do not. 1 cup of broccoli has the exact same amount of calcium as 1 cup of milk. So just eat broccoli, again, leafy greens, and there are so many other sources of calcium, like in nuts as well. So you definitely do not need to drink milk to get enough calcium for your bones. And we're going to link the study in this video, but there are studies that also show that the more milk products people consume, the more calcium is actually leached from your bones, because milk is such an acidic food. So we'll link that study below so that you can check it out for yourself. The next myth I want to bust is that vegan food is bland, tasteless, gross, whatever. You won't get to eat your favorite foods. Okay, that's actually 3 and 4. So that it's bland. It's not bland. We actually make tons of vegan food, and it actually tastes better because you have to work a little bit harder with your seasonings and your spices and your herbs and your garlic to get that same result as you would in super savory meats and things like that. And it is an acquired taste, but if you give it a go, I feel like you will acquire that taste. It's not bland. It's amazing. Which leads me to number 4, is you won't get to eat the foods that you love to eat. Things like pizza and tacos and ice cream and cookies and like all kinds of yummy stuff that we want to eat. Trust me, we eat those foods every single week. We just had tacos last week. We have pizza normally every Friday. We have ice cream all the time. We make really delicious banana nice cream. Maybe I'll make a video about that, but we don't miss out on anything. We get to eat everything that we want, and I kind of follow like a 90-10 thing. So even if there are things that you want, like, you can always have them. Just bounce back to the plant-based diet once you're finished with indulging. And if you want to stick 100% plant-based, anything that you can eat off the shelves or at a restaurant, you can definitely make. It's been done before, and there are so many great blogs and Instagram accounts out there that teach you how to make amazing vegan food. So it can be done. Number 5 is if you eat a lot of fruit, it's too much sugar. So a vegan diet is heavily focused on fruit. There's a lot of fruit in a vegan diet. There are so many things other than fruit that you can eat, like rice, beans, vegetables, nuts and seeds. But fruit is definitely a big part of it, and fruit is amazing. It's filled with water, it's filled with fiber, and yes, it does have fruit sugars. Fruit sugar is not going to give you diabetes. You could eat tons and tons of bananas, you're not going to get diabetes. Fruit sugar is a natural food. Our body understands what it is, it knows how to break it down, and just fruit is not too much sugar. The kind of things you want, that's something that you just shouldn't even be worrying about if you want to go to a plant-based diet, because there are so many hidden sugars in everything. In pasta sauce, crackers, in your bread there's sugar, tons of sugar in your cereal, in your yogurts there's sugar. There's sugar hidden in everything, even in your healthy granola mix or anything like that, full of sugar. Thinking that fruit has too much sugar is just ridiculous, because fruit is packaged with hydration, lots of fiber, and it grew on trees. So therefore it is here for us to eat. Eat your fruit because it is good for you. So those are my 5 vegan myths. I hope you enjoyed them. And if you have any questions about transitioning into a vegan or plant-based diet, hit me up. I always love to answer questions, and we will see you next week. Take care and stay happy, healthy, and pain-free.